Hello my lovelies, it is time for another round of Wheel of TBR, so stay tuned. So if you watched last month's Wheel of TBR, you know I didn't do the best, and that was because of, birthday and new puppy, and I was also pre-filming it early in the month because we were going to be going on vacation and all of that stuff. Well, June has kind of resembled the same thing. So the first week of June, we were still on vacation. The day we got back from vacation, we picked up puppy, and also my mom arrived and she visited for a week. And I'm having a pre-film again because I've got more family coming here in just a few days. And so I need to get everything filmed and edited and stuff ready before all of them arrive, and I won't be able to do it later in the month. So it is currently Wednesday, June 16th, and I have not gotten a huge amount of reading done this month. So my TBR already, from my other two TBR things, my Have I Read It and my Cards Against My TBR, my stack is looking really massive because there's a lot I didn't get done that I needed to get done. And well, the same's kind of going to go for this wheel. July's going to be ridiculous because that is going to be the month where I'm really trying to get caught up on things. So in last month's video, there were 3 books that didn't get read that were going to be carried over into June if I didn't finish them by the end of the month in May. And that was The Sweet Spot, Hotel Dare, and Ace of Shades. And I can say that none of these got done in May, so they had to roll over into June. And as it is currently June 16th, none of these have gotten read. So these are all going to be a priority for trying to finish in June. But again, if they don't get finished in June, they will roll over into July. So I'm going to set these up there. Now moving on to the books that I was supposed to read for June's Wheel of TBR. And for the first spin, we had a graphic novel. For that, I was to read Sheets by Brenna Thumler, and I have not read this. So I'm going to stick this up here with those. And then for Hoopla Wreck, I was to read Famous in a Small Town by Emma Mills, and I did actually read this, so yay! For the spin Readathon, I said I would participate in the Clear Your Shit Readathon. I haven't really done that yet. I need to still, I guess, in these last couple weeks of the month. But for that, I chose the prompt Bag of Teeth, a creepy book. And for that, I chose Itsy Bitsy Spider by Kimberly Sherson. And I have not read this, so I will be sticking this up here as well. For the spin Mythology Inspired, I selected Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. And I haven't finished this, but I have started it. We're on page 270, so very close to the end at this point. This will actually get done in June. Okay, for the spin Anthology, I selected Half Minute Horrors by a bunch of different authors here. Very short book, haven't read it. Add that to the pile. For book that involves a game, I selected The Savior's Champion, and I have not read this, so add that to the pile. For my bonus spins, I had Mystery, and for that I selected The Color of B. Larkham's Murder, and I am currently reading this. I'm on page 80, so this will definitely get done by the end of the month. And I think at some point the dog might have moved my camera. Hold on. Okay, that's better. And for audiobook, I selected Obsidio, which is the 3rd book in the Illuminate Files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. And I'm currently reading this. This is my buddy read for this week. And I'm on page 184. So this will definitely get finished this month as well. Okay, so I have quite a stack that I need to try to prioritize to finish by the end of June. And then I have a massive stack from my Have I Read It and my Cards Against My TBR. And also, my buddy reads for July, we have The Wicked Will Rise from the Dorothy Must Die series. A Court of Frost and Starlight from the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. And also we have the 2 group books for the Summertime Reads Readathon. So we have The Serpent King by Jeff Zettner and Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis. So I also have to fit these on my TBR this month too. All right, so this is gonna be a fun one. I think I counted it up and there's like 24 books already that I have to read this month. Something like that. All right, so let's get to spinning. Here's spin number 1. Okay, for this one we have Owl Crate. So for that I just have to read a book that's come from Owl Crate. Did this one come from Owl Crate? Haha, it did. I keep the little letters or whatever in here. So Where Dreams Descend is what I'm going to read for that spin. So this works perfectly. There we go. All right, so we're going to take Owl Crate off. Put that in there. Where is my marker? Where on earth did it go? Okay, I had to find a different marker, so I'm gonna see if this will work. Yeah, it's just lighter than the others, but it'll work for now. Okay, so we're replacing Owl Crate with a 1-word title. And well, that's self-explanatory. All right, spin number 2. One-word title. All right. Do I have any of those? We. This is by this person here. I don't think I can say their name properly. But this is like the inspiration for George Orwell's 1984. And it's about a regimented totalitarian society of one state ruled over by the all-powerful benefactor. So that is what I will use for a 1-word title. We'll take that off, mark it, which gives us 4 on this one. And we will replace that with Treat Yourself, meaning I come buy a book. Now, hopefully we don't land on that one again, because then that means we have a bonus spin. All right, spin number 3. Water. So that is a book with water on the cover or in the title. Okay, that took longer than expected. I don't have a whole lot of books that actually have water in the title, so I was trying to find one that had water on the cover. And for that, I chose The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. Also, it's a short book, which is very helpful. Okay, so we're gonna take water off. Mark that. And replace it with Sprayed Edges. So just a book that has sprayed edges. And give me 1 second because I gotta put the dog out. Okay, I am back, and spin number 4. Cards Against My TBR answer. So I just have to pick one of the books that I used for one of the answer cards. So, okay, so for that one I decided to go with On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. The answer card that it was for is Snoop Dogg. All right, let's see. Taking that one off, marking it, and we will replace that with Scribd Today's Pick. Scribd is an app that I use for some of my audiobooks and stuff, so I'll just go on there and whatever today's pick is, whether it's a book I own or not, that's what I'll read for that one. Okay, so that was number 4, so spin number 5. Food on the cover. Ooh, that is perfect because one of the prompts for Summertime Reads Readathon is a backyard barbecue, read a book with food on the cover. So let me look around for a bit and see what I can find. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to select Well Met by Jen DeLuca. If you look right here, there's like a drumstick or something like that. That's food. It counts. So, setting that there. Take food off. And we will mark that. Oh, that mark's really hard to see on there. I need to find my black marker or buy another one. Okay, we'll replace that with adaptation. So either a book to movie adaptation or a book to TV adaptation, something like that. So that was spin number 5. Oh my goodness. Unless we land on one that has 4 marks already, there's no bonus spins. I probably shouldn't have said anything because I probably just jinxed myself. Spin number 6, here we go. Woo! Okay, awesome. So there are only 2 marks on there, so we are safe. Only 6 spins. Ah! Okay, and that is a reread. And hold on. Both of these books that I will be buddy reading are going to be rereads for me. So I'm just going to put The Wicked Will Rise for that one. Yay! Okay. Let me mark that. And we'll take a reread off. And replace it with Have I Read It Extras. Which my Have I Read It Extras pile is beyond extra at the moment. It's ridiculous. It's a lot. I have no idea how many books are there, but I would probably guess like 80 maybe. It's a lot. Okay, so these are the 6 books that I have to read for this round of Wheel of TBR. So I'm very happy with how this turned out. Now I need to tell you my books for Buzzwordathon, for my TBR Knockout, and also what my TBR is for the Summertime Reads Readathon. So give me just 1 second. Okay, so the buzzword for July is last, and unfortunately none of the books that I'm supposed to read in July have the word last in it. So I'm adding another book. For that I'm adding Last Seen Leaving by Kayla Brerig. And I'm really excited to read this. I love Caleb's writing and I can't wait to check this out. If you hear a squeak, that's Einstein playing with the toy. He's playing with his little pterodactyl that he got in his pup box. Anyway, for the TBR Knockout, the theme for July is summer. And the first challenge is to read a book with a hot word in the title. For example, fire, flame, ash, lava, anything like that. So for that, I will be reading Flame in the Mist by Renee Attier. And then the second challenge for TBR Knockout is to read a book set at the beach or on an island. So for that, I will be reading A Stranger on the Beach by Michelle Campbell. So yay, 3 more books added to my TBR. Hopefully, with all of these books, I can come up with something for every challenge for the Summertime Reads Readathon. So give me just a few minutes to figure all that out and I will be right back. Okay, here are my books for the Summertime Reads Readathon. So for prompt number 1, Continued Pride, read a book with an LGBTQ plus main character. I will be reading Last Seen Leaving by Caleb Rorig. For prompt number 2, A Summer Job, read a book over 400 pages. I will be reading All the Little Lights by Jamie McGuire. For prompt number 3, Lazy Days at the Beach, read a beach read. And for me, a beach read is, well, it can be anything, but I typically would gravitate more towards like really light, fluffy, contemporary romance. So for that, I have From Twinkle with Love by Zendaya Mignon. For prompt number 4, Get a Tan, something that will make you hot, I decided to go with the steamy route, and I'm going to be reading Bro Code by Kendall Ryan. For prompt number 5, Travel Abroad, read a book set in a country other than your own. I will be reading, I've got these out of order, The Stranger I Married by Sylvia Day, and that is set in London. For prompt number 6, Off to Summer Camp, read a book with an outdoor setting. I will be reading The Book of M by Ping Shepherd. For prompt number 7, Backyard Barbecue, read a book with food on the cover. I will be reading Well Met by Jen DeLuca. There is an illustrated drumstick right there. So this counts. For prompt number 8, Summertime Sunsets, read a book with red, orange, and or yellow on the cover. I will be reading You Play the Girl on Playboy Bunnies, Stepford Wives, Trainwrecks, and Other Mixed Messages by Karina Chicano. For Late Night Fireworks, read a book that you're excited about. I think the book that I'm most excited about out of all of these is The Night She Disappeared by April Henry. I think this sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. And then for prompt number 10, Summer Fling, keep it short and sweet, read a book under 200 pages. I will be reading Heavy Vinyl, the graphic novel. And then the last 2 prompts we have in honor of Kaylani's 24th birthday. Join us for a 24 in 48 hour readathon. So a readathon within our readathon, the 17th and 18th of July. And we'll be doing like live reading sprints and stuff on all of our channels. So for that particular week, I will be doing a buddy read of The Serpent King by Jeff Setner, which is one of our group books. So this will be the book that I kind of put for that challenge, because technically I could read any of those books, but I want to have at least one book for every challenge. But you can double up, you can triple up, you can do whatever, but I like to make it difficult on myself. And then for the last prompt, End of Summer Beach Bonfire, read one or both of the group books, and I do intend on reading both. So that was one, and the other is Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis. So I'll be reading this one for that prompt. So yeah, I got a lot to read in July, but luckily I have planned ahead, and I am doing a lot of pre-filming and editing and stuff, so I don't have to do quite so much in July. So I have plenty of time for reading and catching up, because I have a lot of catching up to do, as you can see. So have you guys read any of these books? Did you like them? Did you not? Comment down below and let me know. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!